McVay's got his team headed in the right direction. They've come out of nowhere to jump back into the playoff race. In the rain, off we go. And how about this? Devin Duvernay is going to bring it out from deep in the end zone, and he'll pay the price. Start things off with a Gus Edwards run. Edwards. He swings out of the backfield. Jackson gives it to him. Mitchell's averaging 9 yards every time he quickly. First down from the 26 and play action for Jackson. Who goes into the flats for Isaiah Likely.
Mark season has been a big cause for that.
Here's Mitchell. First third down. 3rd and 2. It's Edwards straight ahead. Stopped by Hoyd, and he's Jordan Stout. Good surge there, and then he's hit, but no flags. Austin Trammell gets around the first couple, and then he has his own guy that got thrown into him. Rams on offense for the first time. Their day begins at the 24 with a Kyren Williams run. And Arizona, another big one against Cleveland last week. And he's got back-to-back carries here. Kyren Williams at first, those 4 games with the ankle injury. How about 3 consecutive Kyren Williams carries? This time stopped by Pat. 2nd and 6. Williams again. He's got a first down. 4 play. 5 straight runs to open the game. 3 for the Ravens 45. Nakua's in motion. His first touch, trying to get around the edge, and Puka Nacua dives. Stone knocked him out a yard short, and so it's 3rd and 1. Williams comes back in. He's got it. And Kyren Williams has it for 1,000 yards already. Williams off the right side. City downs to the 20. What an opening drive for the Rams, all on the ground. They keep it that way with the toss for Williams, who's got a seam, and he's got a shoulder that he lowers for a first down. Sit down the field here. 10th play, 1st and goal. And it's the first pass play. Stafford lets it rip, and it's behind the stops inside the 10. Look to throw it again. Stafford floats one, wants Nacua, who's 3 straight pass plays once they got inside the 10. Stafford lofting for Kupp and incomplete. But Mason Crosby this week, he had to be peeking over his shoulder. I think a lot of Rams fans expected it would be Crosby, but it is Havertz. Second drive starts with a fake. Jackson given all day. Lets it rip. Sideline Flowers and his first incompletion of the day there. Looks to throw it again. Zips one left side, and it's Odell Beckham.
Jump it, but they've got the double move on.
Fake to Mitchell. Jackson steps up in the pocket. Heaves one deep. Wants Rashad Bateman, but it's overshot. And Flowers and Aguilar. Quiet year for first-round pick just 2 years ago. Jackson can get a
little bit of a different defense as well.
Ravens quickly snap it on 3rd and 10. Pressure again. Hoyt got to Jackson, but couldn't finish him off. And now it'll be Kobe Turner to 2 drives, 2 punts for Jordan Stout. And more contact on it, but no call.
First kick, and you see Christian Roseboom coming in right here. You've got to allow the punter to be able to get down with that kicking leg. It's
drive from the 8. And Matt Stafford to throw. He's got his first completion over the middle to a back-to-back throws to start this drive. Scans. Scrambles, throws sideline, incomplete. Change right before the snap, just barely got it off. Nacua again, he got popped.
And he drops his guy, in comes up and makes a good physical.
3rd and 6. Stafford in trouble and sacked. Ethan Evans to punt it. Duvernay. Made the first man miss. And brought it back to.
Moore's got to get something going here on this drive.
Start on the ground. Keaton Mitchell. Good surge over the right side. Mitchell keeps carries coming to the game for Ronnie Stanley, who's been battling injuries and struggling lately. It's Mitchell again. First down from the 46. Jackson looks to throw. Given time. Wide open is Likely. It's blind coverage. It's a Ravens touchdown.
There goes Isaiah Likely in motion. Now all these routes on that side of the field are bringing everybody back. He was waving his hands as soon as he turned upfield because he saw everybody from that Rams defense follow man coverage to the out. And it just opens wide up. Look at all the safeties turning and pivoting. Nobody stayed on that side of the field to get Isaiah Likely. So a really nice play design, you know, anticipate.
He's got it. And Freeman's got a few
into positional.
It's a good sign seeing him walk off. That brings this first quarter to a close. The Ravens in front 7-3 as we go to the second. Second quarter begins with a 2nd and 7 and a toss to Kyron Williams looking for daylight, finds some, crosses. Stafford to throw. Down the sideline, Robinson goes up and makes the grab. Here.
Yeah, and you know you've got that safety coming in.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the defense, number 32. Will add 15 yards to the end.
Makes the catch right there from the 30. Fake to Williams. Cup's wide open. Crossed the formation and nobody went with him. He takes it inside the 10.
Baltimore Ravens.
See what they've got out of the timeout. Kyron Williams straight ahead. Kyron Williams, a little bit the same here. Stafford out of the gun, gets rid of it quickly. The flag flies. My first NFL touchdown, but it's a flag.
On the offense on the center, did not pause when he snapped the ball.
Lofting out of bounds. On 3rd and goal, Stafford pressured, corner of the end zone. Cubs got it for the touchdown.
Watch number 10, watch the route. Press it up. Marcus Williams is playing it inside. There's really no help outside. You would have liked to see him kind of more down the middle, but a great job by Matthew Stafford because he's got Arthur Mollett unblocked. Let Matthew Stafford see that visually and adjust and make the throw.
Drive begins with play action. Jackson made a man miss and made something happen. Lamar Jackson got a block there from Edwards to turn a sack. Jackson made a miss. First down from the 36. Jackson again. John Johnson's waiting for him.
That the protection is sound.
2nd down, he looks to throw over the middle and incomplete for best half of their yards in this game. That one play. Pressure coming on 3rd down. Jackson throws for Flowers, and the rookie's first catch converts a first down. Territory. Empty set for Jackson. Pressured from the backside. Lofts one and Beckham's loose. Underthrown, but he's got it. And a Ravens touchdown.
Boy, we've seen a really aggressive style against Odell Beckham Jr. today, and the Ravens have taken advantage of it.
Getting closer and closer to himself after taking all last year off.
It's actually going to be halves on that side, so he's coming up. He jumps that route, and he goes right over the top. No reason for Jordan Fuller to jump a big play.
Rams back on offense. Royce Freeman's got it on 1st down. 2nd and 7. Kyle Hamilton, by the way, is back in for the Ravens. Cup is stopped by Ravens showing pressure. Screen for Cup, and Roquan Smith there to sniff it out. So the punt team comes out. Ethan Evans. Duvernay on a line drive. Pro Bowl return man has a little bit of room. So right as we went to break, the official turned on the microphone and said, hold on, this is offsides and it's 1st down Rams. Been a heavy dose of Kyron Williams so far. He's got it again here, and Williams 2nd and 4. Fake to Williams. Stafford looking deep and throwing out of bounds. Humphrey. 3rd down and 4. Ravens back out of a blitz look. Stafford has a wide open Nacua for a 1st down. Puka Nacua inside the 30.
Release.
Too easy. Bootleg. Stafford turns the shoulders. Atwell knocked away by Williams. Stafford looks to throw. He wants Nacua. And a flag flies as him.
Pass interference on the defense, number 14. That's just
out of that bunch again. Yeah, he got beat across. You can
sign inside the 10 so far today. They're going to put it on the ground here. Kyron Williams crashes into the arms of on 2nd and goal. Stafford slings one sidearm. It's Davis Allen. He's got his first NFL touchdown.
Ruling on the play is a touchdown. Personal foul. Face mask on the defense.
So he gets with Jadeveon Clowney, seals him a little bit. Now, right there, it was a really good effort by Jadeveon to try and make that deflection. You got a sense in that situation that, oh, that was a little bit too easy. You know, how did I get towards the quarterback? And they get that little slip screen out, and a good job by Davis Allen finishing it to the end zone.
This Rams offense, which has been rolling lately, drew the penalty at the end. Kurt Menifee, false start. Yeah, the exception, those 2 big plays you're talking about, the blown coverage. 1st down 15, play action. Jackson well protected, going deep for Bateman. Intercepted. Akello Witherspoon recovers at the last moment. And now Witherspoon on the return takes it to midfield.
Force it in this situation. We've seen him set up the double moves. This is just a go route. Akello Witherspoon, great position. A little bit of late help over the top. But a really nice job coming in and stealing that away from Rashad Bateman. That one's got
route. Rams give him another shot in his best season here. Kyron Williams off the right side with a stiff arm. Gets around the edge and gets 7. Williams again. And I said 1st down, Darryl, but he marked him short. 3rd and inches, and they convert a 1st down back to the LA.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness on the offense, number 23. Low block. 15-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Man. So here comes 20. There's Kyron Williams. He's going to be there. You get outside that tight end block, and there's something that needs to be looked at that a little bit further.
3rd down 15. It's underneath the Davis Allen. He's going to run for the 1st down.
Now, great job by Matthew Stafford, trusting his guy to go make a play. Go get that 1st down. I can't push it down the field. You're going to have to run and then jump at the end if we're going to get this.
Fresh set of downs from the 38. The fake to Kyron Williams. On the back door, they go to Cup. Good hands to adjust and get that. Out of the 2-minute warning, straight downhill comes Williams. Gets the nose down, showing pressure. They back off. Just a 4-man rush. Stafford down the sideline for Robinson. What his job here today. And he nails this one. Jackson got intercepted on his last throw. Just 6 of 11 so far today. Almost got picked again.
Like you said, Joe, just reading the eyes. Let the eyes take you to where the ball is going to be.
Quarterback in the NFL. Almost interceptions, back-to-back tosses. He's got an open crosser here. Nelson Aguilar. Thinking touchdown, though, with 1.5. Quick throw. Aguilar again, working against Fuller. And out
can carry that burden.
2nd and short. Jackson. Tight pocket, steps out of it, runs 1st down into Rams territory. And the Rams 49. Jackson to his left, sets the feet and then chucks it down to the 7 yards there. 1:16 to go. They're into the edges of field goal range already. Timing pattern and a toss for the shot. Inside the 30 on 1st and 10. A deep drop. Pressure from Donald. Aaron Donald couldn't quite get him down, and then it's dropped by Flowers.
After today, gets on the upfield shoulder of John Simpson. He's got the jersey. Oh, this is it. This is it. Here's number 54.
Here, down 6. Final minute of this 1st half. Jackson threads one through, and Rashad Bateman's got
really been the Rams' half.
Snap it quickly. Pressure comes. Jackson in trouble. Throws it incomplete.
Have to have that pass play.
5 to choose from here. Out of an empty set. Quickly outside Aguilar. He got crunched.
He's 100% hustle.
Clock runs. Jackson throws. Likely's got it. And he's tackled immediately. Justin Tucker, one of the best all time, pounds this one through. And it's and he's going to do it for this 1st half. Jackson and the Ravens trailing at home against the Rams. As we go to the break, Rams trying to get their 4th consecutive win. 30 minutes to decide this one. After a half, stay tuned for the Verizon halftime right after these messages.
Out easy that was at the beginning of Sean McVay's tenure with the Rams. To lead 43 times at halftime and to win all of them?
Per game allowed. They gave up 20 in the first half. On the first play of the second half, Kyren Williams out of the backfield. Dropped him for a loss of 2. 2nd and 12. Stafford to throw it again. To the sideline. Robinson couldn't get it. On 3rd and 12, flags fly.
Ball start.
3rd down and a mile. They'll run the draw to Williams, who got a nice chunk there. So Wallace back to return this one. Good punt. Drives Wallace back inside the 15. Lamar Jackson hands it off. First play of the second half to Gus Edwards.
In that reset that everybody talks about.
First time we've seen this look today. Both running backs in the game. Edwards paves the way for the other. Keaton Mitchell. And defensive lineman at Maine. At the 47-yard line. Jackson off play action. Steps up. Heaves one. Wants Bateman or Flowers. On 2nd down, Jackson running to his right. Has some room. And has a first down. He's a running back. Being a little smarter these days. Edwards slips him in. 2nd and 5. Here is Mitchell. That's stacked. On 3rd and 2 against the blitz. Jackson has it tipped in the air and incomplete. Yeah, and he's got it. Line, 1st down and 10. It is Kyren Williams. Nowhere to go. County player when they drafted him in the 1st round last year, but his physicality has blown them away. Stafford in trouble and sacked. 3rd down and long. Stafford floating, incomplete. Humphrey the coverage. Flag.
Pass interference on the defense, number 44. That's a spot foul and they're automatic. First down.
So a huge call. There have been some big penalties on the Ravens in this game. Kyren Williams into the... Williams. Hitting in the backfield by 3rd and 12. Stafford. Sidearm throw. One-hand catch. Kyren Williams popped by Smith. Tylan Wallace back to return it. Are battling at the top of the AFC, plus the Niners. Lamar Jackson pulls it on 1st down and gets stopped.
That threat in front of him.
That was his 5th carry today. This one's dropped by Light.
But supposedly he's much smarter with the football in his hand.
Oh, it's snapped by him into the end zone. Boots it out. It's a safety. Wow. 2nd game in a row. The punter will do that. On the safety, booms one back there. It's a majestic kick taken by Austin Trammell from inside the 10. The former... A bootleg from Stafford. Throws it away. Pressure. 2nd and 10. Stafford will try to throw again. There's Nakua who stopped. Ravens bringing some pressure. Stafford trying to beat it. Wants Cooper Kupp, and he's got him at midfield. Beating Mullen and then breaking his tackle and running inside the 35. On the 33-yard line, here comes Williams. Into the arms of Kyle. 2nd down. Williams again. Over the right side. And
having your eyes on that 2nd level.
3rd down, pressure coming. Stafford. Oh, my goodness! Field goal. Evans sends it down there and drops it inside the 10. They keep it out of the end zone, and Ethan Evans, they have overturned it. It is a touchback. Sean Jolly stepping on the goal line as he... So after the safety, 2-point deficit for Jackson and the Ravens. He steps up in the pocket and takes off, and Lamar Jackson runs for a Ravens 1st down. Jackson over 50 yards on the ground. Hands it off here. Keaton Mitchell. Sneak. 2nd and 5 from the 41. Jackson throws this out of bounds. Ernest Jones for 6 on 3rd down today. This is 3rd and 5. Another blitz coming. Got rid of it. 1st down. And the Baltimore offense from the 47. He's given time. Lets it rip behind Beckham and incomplete. On 2nd and 10. Jackson again well protected. It's Likely in the flats. Isaiah Likely. Edwards on 1st down. Finishes 4th. Jackson, their leading rusher, 52 yards. He looks to throw here. Far side. There's Beckham. Love for football again. Raved about Sean McVay. Even wore a Rams hoodie into the game today.
McVay.
Ravens looking for the lead. Rams bringing everybody. Jackson got rid of it. Incomplete.
The Energizer Bunny on the defensive side.
3rd and 7. Jackson steps up. He gets out. Lamar Jackson on the move. Looking for the sticks. Not going to get there. Got 3. And the Ravens. So the Rams down a point. Stafford looks to throw. Over the middle. Puka Nacua drops it. Yep. Second and 10. Kyron Williams. No room. That hole is plugged. Stafford. High throw and incomplete. What? Evans punts it. Duvernay's out, and so it's Tylan Wallace back to return for Baltimore. He got crunched. It's Gus Edwards on 1st down, and he got tripped up in the back.
There's also something there with your inability to close those out.
Empty set here. Jackson against 3-man rushes all day. All day. He continues to dance around and now runs and crosses the 30. Rams bringing heat. Jackson steps into it and throws. Caught. Midway point of this 4th quarter. High punt from Stout. Fair catch from Trammell. Rams lost the ball there, then got back on top.
One of the challenges, you can see his eyes are up to field that, and if you've got some rain coming down, it's going to impact that. But a good job by Austin Trammell getting back on it.
Without Kyle Hamilton. As Kyron Williams goes off the left side, it's Roquan Smith. Williams again. Boy, stop and start and exploded. He almost. Stafford. Nice grab by Davis Allen.
Matthew Stafford, there was a big audible last week on the 70-yard touchdown to Puka Nacua. He saw something there again, and he's able to get Davis Allen up the hashes for.
Stafford off play action, steps up, floats one. Nacua, diving grab
into the area that Matthew Stafford got it. We always talk about getting the ball into a spot where only your player can make a play on the ball. And at the other end of that, he stands in the pocket, takes a big hit from Justin Matabike. That's just courage in the pocket, great location, and a great finish by Puka Nacua.
And a response for Nacua. Redemption after he dropped his last target. Here's Williams hopping his way through the hole. Stafford quickly to Kupp. Cooper Kupp made a miss. Threw him off. First and
got to come to balance as you get around Cooper Kupp. I mean, just put your foot in the grapes. Whoops. There you go.
And step row. Stafford to throw. Looking, throwing, incomplete. On 2nd and goal. Stafford in trouble. Lets it go. It's a touchdown.
Not be allowed.
It's interesting that it's gone this far where they said they're challenging. Now the officials are all coming together and certainly talking through exactly what you're saying. So let's see what he thinks that he's trying to challenge.
By rule, after a score, all reviews are made from upstairs. The team cannot challenge. By rule, we must charge a timeout.
Play action. Tipped and incomplete. To the top of the screen here. On 1st and 10. Jackson pressured right away. Got rid of it off the hands of Hill. It was up. On 2nd and 10. Pocket collapses again. Slings it outside arm, and this one's on target. Deep drop. Good coverage. Jackson buying time. Still going, and Lamar Jackson tiptoes down the sideline.
Rams are being able to stay in phase with their man in those situations.
Get 9 yards, 2nd down and 1. Look to throw it again. Underneath Flowers. 1st down Baltimore to mid. Snap it quickly. Throw it quickly. And Flowers again. Got back to his feet and got a foot mark down. Inside the 40. Ravens on the move. Down 5. Jackson retreating. Jackson rolling. Lamar Jackson will toss it out of bounds.
Action right now in the run game.
It's been all pass on this drive. 2nd and 10. Jackson looking to do it again. Got rid of it just in time and found Beckham. 7 yards on 4 catches for OBJ. Jackson wants him in the end zone. Coverage from Darion Kendrick. His legs, though. From the 25-yard line on 2nd and 10. Steps up, lets it rip. Finds Aguilar crossing the field for 5.
Big body in the red zone.
Jackson got a 1st down. It's 3 trying to get an upset win. Continuing this playoff push. Well, man, there have been so many swings. This was a safety that put the Rams back in front. It was tied at 20 at that point. Put the Rams in front. Tucker put the Ravens back ahead with a field goal, but then the Rams marched down the field. Stafford, some great throws, diving catch from Nakua, and then a touchdown pass to the old Raven, DeMarcus Robinson, to get us to the score that we have here. The 11th play of the drive. It's Keaton Mitchell, and he's tipped up in the backfield. Jackson's marched him down to the 15 on 2nd and 11. He scans. He's in trouble. He throws it forward as Jackson. Deep drop. Time to throw. Lets it rip. He's got Flowers. Touchdown. Jackson on the roll. Lamar Jackson finds Flowers again for 2 more.
Working against Jordan Fuller right there, but there's the pull. Nelson Aguilar pulling Johnny Johnson out of that hole that really opened it up.
Stafford throws behind Nakua.
Answer some of their critics about finishing close games.
Stafford steps up. He's got Robinson, and DeMarcus Robinson with Hunker
and get turned.
Stafford launching. He's got Cup. Cooper Kupp makes the grab.
Just a little bit late. Marlon Humphrey going right back after him. He's got his eyes. He's directing traffic. And Cooper Kupp runs an out and up.
From the 22. After Stafford looks to throw. He's got his rookie tight end, Davis Allen. And he's out of time running, down to 22. Stafford going end zone, double coverage. Humphrey had it pulled away by Robinson and incomplete. It's incomplete.
Great job, DeMarcus Robinson. Look at him work right here. Gets that arm inside.
End zone, incomplete. And he does. Settle for the field goal, though. And this game goes to overtime.
Heads and a tails, your choice. Choice is heads. It is tails. You want to call. Which way you want to pick?
Drive begins with a Keaton Mitchell run. Mitchell sheds the first man and keeps on churning. On 2nd and 6, Jackson looks to throw. First read taken away. Extends the play. Wants it all. Overthrown and incomplete. Third down and 6 here. Pressure coming, picked up. Jackson sideline and incomplete.
Really good defensive stands on those passes.
Here's a punt to Trammell, who dropped one earlier. He drops one again, calmly picks it up, and gets drilled. Kyron Williams got a seam. Kyron Williams got 6. 2nd and 4. Fake to Williams. Stafford sets up. Throws for Williams, incomplete. They didn't get it off. It's a delay. On 3rd and 9, Stafford throws underneath and dropped by Davis Allen. As the punt, Ravens set to get good field position here. Tylan Wallace from the 25. Tylan Wallace breaks out of a tackle, takes it down the sideline. He stays in bounds. He stays on his feet. He takes it all the way and ends the game. There are no flags. A punt returner. He's only in there because Devin Duvernay is hurt. He wins the game in overtime for the Ravens, who are now 10-3.
Just a great job getting north and south. He made one great cut, and then there was an opportunity on the sideline for a couple of Rams players to get him out of bounds. Once he cleared those two, there was really nobody else there. You'll see right as he gets inside on that move there. It's really your long snapper, Alex Ward, that had the best shot at him. And once he got by that, he had the whole sideline all the way down to the end zone.
It's a second walk-off punt return touchdown in overtime this year. Remember, the Jets week 1 against the Bills did it. And the Ravens do it right here. Tylan Wallace, who's an All-American receiver at Oklahoma State, hasn't done a whole lot since getting to the NFL in terms of receiving, but